We're here in Yerevan, Armenia this week to bring you your latest crypto capsule, the weekly recap of all the developments in the global crypto ecosystem that you need to know. And all this in less than 60 seconds. Here we go. Let's start in South Korea, where the National Assembly passed new legislation that will provide a framework for the regulation and legalization of cryptocurrencies and crypto exchanges. In India, the Supreme Court overturned a 2018 ruling by the Reserve Bank of India, which prohibited Indian banks from dealing with cryptocurrency exchanges. In Canada, the central bank mentioned that it would issue its own digital currency if private cryptocurrencies were to make serious inroads. This follows a report from the BIS, the club of central banks, that mentioned that there are currently 17 central banks working on retail CBDC initiatives, although none focusing on cross-border use cases. While many central banks have experimented in recent years with wholesale CBDCs, which are limited to transactions between a central bank and banks, retail CBDCs, which are between the central bank and directly or indirectly the public, could have a bigger impact on the existing status quo. For example, the Bank of Japan mentioned in a speech last week that the introduction of a retail CBDC could affect the bank's funding and the function of financial intermediation, including bank lending, if firms and individuals prefer holding CBDC, which are a risk-free asset, instead of traditional bank deposits. That's all for this week, folks, and see you all next week from somewhere in the world.